So, you guys, I'm gonna give everybody the opportunity to start to get the notifications. I came on like maybe like 12 minutes early, like 14 minutes early. So, what is going on tonight? Um, let's see. I see New Era was number one, the first person in here. The Black Barbie, new to you. Long live Janice. Shout out to my mods. Ison, Teresa K, Little Miss Muffin, Miss Nelly, um, Kenra, is it Kenra? Kenya? Diane, Miss Nelly, Tamara J, um, Cocktails with Sean, Karen, Kitty Cat, Switch B, um, Carolyn, Jerome, True Eyes and Ears, who done it? Who else up in here? Your Choice Towing, Nikolai, Ashley, Teresa. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and make sure your notifications are on for all. Make sure you have on notifications on all notifications. Elliot, Ramona, who else is in here? How's everyone doing tonight? Y'all, listen. I got the opportunity to cook the meal that I wanted to cook yesterday. I made that the copycat Popeyes fried chicken wings. Hey Cypress, and I did my traditional baked macaroni and cheese. Oh my god, it was so freaking good. I did the traditional one like my mother's, and I think that one it tastes better. I believe that I put my foot in that macaroni tonight. I made a little pan. Miss Nelly, I didn't overeat or anything. I really just ate 2 pieces of wings and I ate some of the macaroni. I put it in the refrigerator. Then I'll eat the other 2 wings tomorrow and the rest of the macaroni tomorrow for dinner. So, anyways, you guys, how is everyone doing? Make sure you guys hit the like button. I'm so happy to see y'all tonight. As always, I'm happy to see Long Live Janice. Somebody had hacked into my stream and blocked her on the main page and took her ranch. Oh, Lord. Y'all know I can't be bothered with these folks because I end up cussing them out. Did the city council vote on CJ Davis? Nope, they did not vote on her. Well, they voted for her to be interim. They voted for CJ Davis to be interim, which means, I told y'all that they weren't going to do anything. They're saying she's not permanent police chief, she's interim. And you could be interim until her contract is up. I told y'all. What's the word, Cypress? What is the word? I wanted to talk about the streets of Memphis is on fire. Now, we have had inclement weather. It has been completely the weather has been completely bad around the city of Memphis, right? I live on the outskirts now, but the weather has been terrible. And people have still been acting a fool, right? The robbing people, jumping out, robbing people. And I think it's a shame, y'all, what's going on within our community. Hey, Paula. Shout out to Paula. Phenomenal Black Woman. Little Miss Muffin. Dennis Martin. But the crime has been like off of the chain. And I can understand the concern of the citizens of Memphis because now I think what they're doing is they're doing things to they're committing crime just for fun, you know. A lot There are a lot of juveniles that are committing heinous crimes within the city of Memphis. And a lot of people think that Steve Mulroy is over that, you know, charging juveniles. He's not. He does not have jurisdiction over the juveniles, right? Steve Mulroy, Judge Sugarman is over the juveniles as it relates to charging juveniles. And somebody was just telling me today that works over at the juvenile court that the juveniles call because Judge Sugarman is just giving them a tap on the wrist. He ain't even giving them that. He's just opening the door. He's just opening the bars and letting them back out. There are no repercussions whatsoever for what these juveniles are doing. And somebody that works over at juvenile court was telling me today that the juveniles call Judge Sugarman Judge Sugar Daddy. They call him Judge Sugar Daddy because he don't do nothing to them. And so what is going on now, what they're doing is like older criminals are soliciting minors because Judge Sugarman, aka Judge Sugar Daddy, is not he don't even give them a tap on the wrist. He just, you know, he don't do anything. I remember when yeah, he did. He kept running until he got it. And Lord, who done it says Miss Tamara is sad. I was at a gas station in December and they were shooting out of their cars through the gas pumps. I ducked. It scared me so bad. I'm telling you. It's a sad thing what's going on. It's a sad thing, you know. And so when Mayor Paul Young says that, and I want to believe in Paul, I do, because like I said, I used to go to their church and I know that they are good people, and I do believe that Paul wants to do the right thing. That's just what I believe. And when he started talking about you know, bringing in resources, making sure there are resources. What our community, oh, hold on, I'm gonna have to sit up because y'all know when I'm laying down, I be too lax because I got to get into this because I had got to laying down, child. Okay. But I'm happy that Paul is talking about you know, bringing in resources because, as I've always said, poverty ignites crime. There is a lot of poverty around the Memphis area, but now let me just say this: there are a lot of jobs that are available. When you start hearing young people, you know, 16, 15, 16 year olds say, well, you know, I ain't going to work at no McDonald's. I ain't going to stand and work at no McDonald's. You know, they're saying that they don't want to work. They want to get fast money and stuff. And so I think that that is where the parents are going to have to step in and take a front seat, right? Hey, Fat Packs, and take a front seat as it relates to that, because it's going to have to be some control as it relates to where your children are, who they're hanging with, what they're doing, and all of that. It's hard for me to believe that a parent, sometimes kids can hide it really, really good, but it's hard for me to believe that a parent does not know, because somebody was telling me recently that a group of guys had like 10 and 11 year olds out on the hey, Big Wheel, had 10 and 11 year olds standing out late at night, almost all night, selling drugs. Now, why would a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 year old, okay, especially 9, 10 year old, be out all night? And you trying to tell me that their parents don't know that they are not in the house in the bed? You trying to tell me that their parents don't know, they're not in the house. And that's what I can't understand. When people start saying, well, I can't do nothing with my child. Your child is 9 years old. And you're trying to tell me that you cannot control a 9-year-old. And so what parents are going to have to do is start control any means necessary. I think about when Minister Farrakhan says that, when they started taking away the rod, because sometimes I got my ass whooped. I did. I got it whooped because I like to talk back, and I got whoopings. My mother is a minister, and I got my ass tore out the frame because I talk back. Okay. So if I got whoopings for talking back, because I was smart alecky, these kids are flat out doing way worse stuff than talking back. Okay. And so what I think now parents are going to have to start challenging the system, telling them, I don't believe in child abuse. Absolutely not. I don't believe in child abuse. I mean, I'm still alive. It didn't kill me. I needed my tail whooped because I talk back. And I meant I was going to get the last word. And my mama started whooping my butt because she was real lenient, but she started tearing my ass out the frame because I was real spoiled. So parents are going to have to start challenging the system, right, on telling them how they can discipline their children. I don't believe in child abuse. People should know when they're going overboard, beating your child with sticks and stuff like that. Absolutely not. Starving them and locking them in closets and stuff. No, not that. But I mean, switches, they still got trees. Them switches used to hurt. I got whoopings with switches. And so that's what's going to have to happen. And as I always say, fathers are going to have to start stepping back up in the house. Now, what's going to have to happen, and I always talk about this because I think I just have a dream. I just have a dream because this is what I saw. They don't promote family unity in the Black community anymore, the man and the woman. They don't promote that in the Black community. I mean, you see, I think about now, like I always talk about this, like with rappers, a lot of these rappers cannot even get a deal unless they are disrespecting Black women, because when they're disrespecting women, you don't really see the record execs. I'm talking about the ones that's really making the money in the background that we don't see. They don't really have Black women and women of other races in their videos when they're being disrespectful. The disrespect is always geared at the Black women, right? And so even when rock stars, they get up there, they singing and slobbing, they brain and stuff all fried and stuff. When they get off of that stage, they have a wife and they have children, right? It seems to me, aside from the drugs, they understand, they promote family unity in every community except for the Black community. And that's the reason why I say order is going to have to be restored, because our community was not always like that. Order must be restored in our community by any means necessary. And in order for that to happen, people are going to have to take control of their kids, and then they're going to have to gain some type of self-control. I've never seen so many adults now, and we all go through it, because when I get mad, I've just, y'all see, I've been mellow out lately. When I get mad, because I'm getting older now, I can't afford to get real mad. My pressure goes straight up, and I ain't never had blood pressure problems, but that come from getting old. Okay. So we're going to have to start controlling ourselves. Okay. Order is going to have to be restored. It has to start from the top, and the top is the older generation, because if our children see us acting a damn fool, that's what they're going to mimic. That's why I say women can't be foolish, right? Because regardless to what people may say, women are the models of the household, right? We're the models. So if our children see us being messy and gossiping and being foolish and tearing down our household with our words, because we're real bad with tearing down the household with words, right? That's exactly what they're going to do. What are they going to learn from, right? If little boys see their daddies philandering around, cheating, talking bad to their mama, hitting all on their mamas and stuff, not knowing how to treat their mothers. That's what they're going to do, right? So that's the reason why I say order has to be restored, and it has to start with the family structure. People always talking about, being a single parent. Hey, I was a single parent. I'm not talking about, I'm not trying to talk down on anybody, because I had two babies with two different men, okay? And I've never been married, okay? But my girls turn out to be good girls. They do very well for themselves, thank God. But I was always hands on and very involved in my children's lives. I was very cognizant of what I did around my kids, right? I didn't bring different men around my children. I just didn't do it because I understood that my girls were watching me, right? I didn't have different men around me talking bad to me. Even when situations didn't work out with their dads, I never talked bad about their fathers in front of them. I didn't do it because I did not want to make my children feel a certain way about their dads. And I think that's what parents are going to have to start doing. That's why I say it has to start inward and then go outward. Order has to be restored. There is no order in our community anymore. Men are emotional. How can you as a man talk bad about your child's mother, regardless of how you feel about her, to your child? You're talking bad about her. You're influencing your son on how he looks at his mother. You're influencing your daughter. And so that's what I mean about order has to be restored in our community, because everything is in disarray. Order has to be restored, and then there has to be some unity, because we ain't got no unity in our community. We don't. And that's the reason why we see all this poverty. We're really just consumers when we're really supposed to be business owners. We're not creating any generational wealth because there ain't no unity, right? We've been programmed to make every other community rich, and we're okay with that because there ain't no unity. As soon as we think we're making any other communities or any our own community rich, right? That's where all the problems come in. You're hating on each other. Like I said, we can't expect for the younger generation to do better as long as they're looking at a bunch of old damn fools. I've never in my life seen anything like I've seen before as it relates to. I thought age was supposed to bring on wisdom, but everybody is rejecting wisdom. It just ain't no order in our community, y'all, and it's got to be some order. And so we look for everybody. What they gonna do about the kids? How they gonna enforce curfew? The police shouldn't have to enforce curfew on your 9-year-old child. What kind of sense does it make, y'all? And I really think that people are so used to just outsourcing the blame, because, as my dad used to say, when people take a look at themselves, right? If they start saying, listen, I'm the problem, then they have to look in the mirror and change themselves. And as my dad used to always say, don't nobody want to change themselves, really. So that's why it's so easy when you start seeing people outsource the problem. It's because if they really take a look at themselves and see that they are the problem, they'll be forced to change, and don't nobody really want to change. And so that's why I say it has to be order. We have to look at change, and we got to do it. Order has to be restored by any means necessary, and has to start inside of your house. I think it's an insult for people to sit up and say, well, we need more police officers, and Memphis need more police officers. Any city could use more police officers. Yeah, because they need to make Junebug come in the house, because I don't be knowing what Junebug get in Junebug 11. These polices ain't no good. What kind of sense does that make? You're looking for the police to control your 11-year-old son. It don't make any sense, right? And so that's why I say the fathers are going to have to start being proactive, and that's what they're going to have to do, because it is almost expected or accepted when men make babies and walk away. Okay, they find a reason to blame. Well, she shouldn't have had them. Well, maybe she shouldn't have had them, but hell, they here now. But she didn't get them by herself. So that's why I say fathers are going to have to start stepping up, right? And raising their children. That's what fathers are going to have to do, right? They're going to have to start stepping up and raising their children and being a good role model to their children, right? Instilling some type of foundation on the inside of them. Because listen, I understand women have been raising, there have been a lot of single mothers raised good men. They turn out to be real good men, right? They did the best they could, but they still need a good father with good influence, right, in their lives. And so men are going to have to turn their lives around and start getting out on the street and with their 16-year-old sons in these dope houses. They're going to have to walk up in that mother sucker and get their son out, because he's still a 15, 16-year-old boy. You're going to have to demand, regardless to how you feel about his mother, you're going to have to demand your son to walk up at that house, because he is still your son. And then be some type of positive influence, even if you have to tell his mama, look, hey, because the first thing I hear people, well, I ain't got myself together. How I'm gonna take care of my son? Well, nigga, you need to go get yourself together. Go get yourself together, and then go to his mother and say, look, he's going down the wrong road. I've gotten myself together. I need Lil Junebug to come and stay with me for 6 months. I ain't trying to take him, but I'm trying to take him away from this environment so that I can instill some type of foundation on the inside of him and get him away from this gang, because I don't want to lose my son to gang violence. That's what's going to have to happen, y'all. Yes, street politics, they're going to have to go up into the trap house and get their sons out and their daughters, because now I see a lot of girls now, they're wanting to act just like the boys. I don't know. I guess that's a going fad now. The girls are wanting to be just as vicious as the boys, right? They want to be just like the boys now. I'm just as hard as a nigga. I think like a nigga. And this and that, and that's what's being promoted in our community. That's why you see like the Cardi B's and all of them promoting that stuff, and it is geared at the Black community, right? Because even with like the white kids, they might be at a Cardi B concert jumping up and down screaming at a lot of these rappers concerts, but when they leave out of there, they're not mimicking what they see on stage. Our community is the only community that feels like that rappers and celebrities that they never even met are supposed to raise their children. Hey, I feel like celebrities have a responsibility as far as the energy that they put out. We can control that by not buying the shit. We can control it, what they put out. If we say, listen, that right there is too devilish, I don't like that message, we're not going to support that. We're not going to look at the videos. We're not going to support it. And that's how we force them to change the energy of the music that they put out. But first, we got to build a foundation on the inside of our children, just like every other community. Every other community understands that this is just rap. It ain't real. Our community, even the old niggas, don't even realize that it ain't real. Yeah. What I don't even know the name of Cardi B's songs. What's the girl name that Puffy was going with? I can't think of her name. The City the City Girls. They had a song that my cousins and them was listening to one day. I was like, what is she saying? They were saying, the richer the nigga, the wetter the pee. Everybody, every other girl was saying that. Yeah, the richer the nigga, the wetter the pee. So they're promoting these girls selling their vajayjays in our community. They don't know. They ain't being taught. They ain't got no foundation, so they don't understand that stuff, just because some artists promoting that, they don't understand. We don't go and do that in our community. But they ain't being taught that, because then they looking at their mama, and the mama's telling them to shake and sell what your mama gave you. A lot of girls now, because they are not being taught any better, feels like that God gave them a vagina to make money. Really, when it's to reproduce, that's what it was for, to reproduce, right? But they feel like it's to make money. And unfortunately, they got their mothers. A lot of them got their mothers, not all mothers, that do the same thing. And then turn around and say, somebody like me jealous of them. She jealous because she ain't in her 20s no more, and she can't sell her twat. They say the other word. They say, because I'm saying that girls ain't supposed to do that. Listen, my daughters are 25 and 22. I wish they would. I wish they would talk about they're going to sell something. Okay? The type of stuff that I see these people allowing their children, like the poses and stuff, to even put on social media, it's just mind-blowing to me. Hey, as a result of me being like I was, I told my girls, because I couldn't stand to see young girls on social media with their tongue hanging all out. I told my daughters, I wish you would. I wish you would. A phone that I was working hard paying for, internet and stuff like that. I wish I would see you on the internet with your tongue and stuff all out of your mouth. That's not ladylike. Taking pictures. What's that for? Are you that's seem like to me when they on social media with their tongue hanging all out their mouth, they soliciting or something. But to their mothers and stuff is fun. And then you wonder, well, I wonder what their mama think. And you might keep going on down the timeline, and their mama, who ain't but about 10 years older than them, got her tongue hanging out of her mouth, the same pose, the same picture. So that's the reason why I say we just gotta there has to be some order in our community, y'all. I don't know if it's too far gone. I know people always talking about we're supposed to evolve, but we ain't supposed to evolve for the worse. There's nothing wrong with old-fashioned solid foundations. We're supposed to evolve as it relates to other stuff like technology, but we're still supposed to have some type of foundation on the inside of us where we have morals. Folks now are talking about, well, I they was working so hard to try and change on applications where you put your sex down, and I think they changed it for a minute, and they have to change it back, I think, or they was trying to change it at TSU. I forget what it was called, where you don't have to consider yourself as being any gender, male or female. But it seems like that's only perpetuated in the Black community, right? It's only perpetuated in the Black community. And listen, I've always said this, and I feel like we're all equal, and I love all communities. I love anybody that love me. I don't just love somebody because they're Black. I love anybody that loves me and respects me, right? But I understand what has been done to the Black community and how it is continuously perpetuated, right? And so that's why I say that there has to be some order and some unity, because that's what every other community have. Hey, rest in peace, young dog. That's what every other community have. They have unity, and that's something we don't have. And we want to blame it. It's the white man's fault that we ain't got no unity. It ain't the white man's fault that you got jealousy and evilness inside of your heart. See, that's what I'm talking about. People like to outsource stuff when they don't want to have to deal with their rotten heart. Well, the white man got us like this. That's the reason why I'm jealous, and I like to hate on folks and tear up everything because it's the white man's fault. No, you just got an old rotten Black heart. That's why you like that. Right? Towards your very own people. Hey, rest in peace, young dog. So that's why I say we have to restore order and then unify. We don't have a choice, y'all. We don't. And I think about the streets of Memphis being on fire. I think about the streets of Memphis being on fire, and how so many young men are losing their lives, you know. And in the wake of this situation with Big Jook, and rest in peace to Big Jook. I hate that happened to him. I don't wish that up on anybody. I don't wish it up on anybody, but I've been noticing how people will try and just point the blame at everybody else, um and instead of pointing the blame where the blame is, the fact of the matter is somebody that we don't know went and killed him. They shouldn't have done that to him. I don't wish that up on anybody. I don't wish. I'm not evil, you know but I think about in the wake of what happened. I'm sorry, I think The water I was drinking and went down the wrong pipe, got me choked. um, I know how to deal with the darker shade folks. Mm. I ain't never seen you in here before, ENK. And so, like I said, I think about in the wake of what happened to him, somebody going and gunning him down, and how nobody really knows what has happened other than probably the people, that's right around him, right? Maybe the police is onto something, who knows? But I've been seeing how people have been consistently um trying to point the fingers at different people. They don't even know. They don't know. But this is what I'm saying, that this is the opportunity. It's something like I said, there has to be order. It's something about, like, they ain't had no hints from the police. The police hadn't said it, but for some reason folks are wanting, to see a bloodshed, like a bloodbath, and they've been pointing the finger at everybody else, right? People talking about Key Glock. Even the first night that it happened, I was reading in comments, and I'm gonna tell you, it bothered me too. The day that he was killed, I was up late. I promise you, it bothered me. It bothered me bad. I hated, I hated that. I really did. And I'm seeing people. I'm reading comments and stuff, and I'm seeing people, and in comments talking about, they immediately started talking about Key Glock. You know, yeah, Key Glock did it. They need to go get Key Glock, right? So then you started seeing other people, vloggers and stuff, putting up, perpetuating that Young Dolph's artist did this, right? Um, People even go as far as to go and get fake folks, fake people, and say that they're paper route, and say, yeah, I'm paper route. We did it. We went and did that. Yeah, we did it. This is the type of stuff that people perpetuate because they want to see a bloodbath. And that's why I say it has to be order in our community. And what they're thinking about, if we could perpetuate this, and then they go and they kill Snoop Bands or somebody, okay? So then, we could eat the whole year. They ain't even thinking about that's a life, right? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having the constant cough. Um, so well, Julia, you know why they blame Gotti? And I'm not trying to make any excuses, but they blame Gotti because, of I mean, because of the subliminals and stuff Gotti them put out. Okay. And that might not be the only reason. If you're talking about Young Dolph, right? Oh, you're talking about Jug. If you're talking about Jug, I don't believe that Yo Gotti had his brother killed. You're right. They did. They blame Yo Gotti for that. You're right. I'm thinking you're talking about they blame Yo Gotti for Young Dolph. Yeah, they did blame Yo Gotti for his brother, but I'd be a damn fool to sit up and think Yo Gotti had his brother killed. I don't believe that. I'd be crazy to believe that. Um, Yo Gotti was close to his brother, so I don't believe he had his brother killed. I don't. But as far as if you're talking about they blame Yo Gotti for Young Dolph, situation, it was because of the energy that they put out. The reason people was that, it seemed, it appeared to us that they wanted they wanted for people to know that they had an involvement in it. So on anybody's channel that I went to and they were blaming Pre, I said that is very effed up, and those bloggers, along with other bloggers, are being irresponsible and unfair. I get real suspicious about certain things, and I think people kind of, make it obvious. And, folks ain't as smart as they think that they are when they trying to cover up for other people by trying to redirect the energy at somebody, at Young Dolph's artists, so that they can be slaughtered out. It makes it look like they involved here. Because here's the thing with that. That's the reason why I say there has to be order. if Young Dolph's artist, okay, let's just say, because they was trying to put the energy into the atmosphere to go and do something to Key Glock, right? Because a lot of them are jealous of Key Glock because he's next to go up. And see, it goes back to what I was saying about the jealousy in our community. It goes back to what I was saying about that, right? Key Glock is going up. We see that he's doing extremely well. So people are wanting to target him. It seems like the only thing that gets you killed in the Black community there is being successful. Going up and being successful. That's what gets you, that gets you marked for death by other Black people. Now, as long as you suffering and you ain't got nothing going on and you smoking crack all day, you okay. You might live a long life. But the moment you decide you want to do better in our community, you have other Black people that get together and start plotting on your life. And it's a shame before God. Okay. You know what I did? Shout out to Al Prophet for shouting me out. I did. I have, as a matter of fact, somebody had sent me something the other day and said that he shouted me out. And they asked me how I heard. I was like, no. So they was like, well, he does videos on mafia. He does mob shows. I said, oh, okay. So then some more people sent me something on Facebook, in my Facebook messenger, and said that he had shouted me out again. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate all the bloggers, that shout me out. Al Prophet, who OG Jacario does. What's my guy name? Double Tap does. I don't, y'all know how my mind get. My guy down in Indianapolis. I can't think of his name right. Sauce. Who else? There are other people that do too, and I appreciate that. Yeah, Sauce One does. Yeah. Tim, they busted the EBT scammers. 48 of them suckers. I'm glad. I'm so happy. Lord have mercy. Sauce loves the child. Him and Boss Lady. Yeah. Sauce and First Lady. That's her name. We call her First Lady. His wife. We call her First Lady. Sauce and First Lady. Sauce. What's my other guy name that I love? He be singing I can't believe I can't think of his name. Of course, Street Politics TV, Cypress TV, all of those channels. I appreciate that. Code Figure. It's another one that's on. I'm thinking about. I can't think right. Yeah, Code Figure. Yeah, I love Code Figure, and he's back talking about the Young Dolph's case. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to him. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to Code Figure TV. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Co-figure TV. What he does is he educates the community. He's into educating the black community, and so they have been taking down his pages and stuff, and he just started them back over again and start from scratch. So he has a determination. Um, yeah, coat figure. I love coat figure. But yeah, y'all, the streets of Memphis has been extremely hot. And I hate to think what's gonna happen in the next coming days. And so that's the reason why I say I see what the energy is. And for some reason, I do believe that they know what happened to Big Juke. I do. I think that they know that it was not Young Dolph's artist, i.e., why so many people are trying to point the finger at them. I don't know. I was looking at a young man on Stan G's channel today from out of Castelia. He was saying that they were saying that I think they called the Castelia guys with like Snoop Bands and all of them the mob. And he went on there. He was like, "We didn't do nothing like that. We didn't do that. We're not down with that. I had not heard that they was trying to blame the mob or Snoop Bands and them, but they're going from one to another, and I think it's so sad because they killed Young Dolph in hopes of making his platform, his label be defunct. And so now that it's still thriving or whatever, they're still trying to put, I don't know what they think they're gonna gain other than, they're saying, hey, now we ain't gotta look at him, succeed no more. The whole label gone, the artists are gone. I don't know why people are perpetuating that in our community constantly, trying to create those atmospheres as it relates to these artists. I'm not going to sit up here and say that Yo Gotti had his brother killed because I know damn well Yo Gotti didn't have his brother killed. I'm just not crazy like that. I do believe what so many other people say is that it had something to do with some street stuff. Like I said, the young man said, Juke posted the day before he was taken out, rather than face me, you rather snake me. Right? So he was addressing somebody. I mean, he was playing YTB Fat or whatever his name music, you know. So it seems like he had something going on. Whatever he had going on, the streets know, and it seemed like me the police might be onto it. Hey, before somebody even said to me that them folks came to Memphis from out of Texas, I said to myself, and I probably said to y'all, I believe they was from out of town. Ain't nobody gonna go sit in the back of their church like that. Go in and sit in the church with just face mask on, knowing that somebody from out of there could recognize them, because everybody in Memphis just about know each other. Everybody in Memphis is a small. It's not that big. Everybody knows each other. Hell, who would have ever thought that me and Black Youngster's cousin grew up together and is best friends? Who would have ever thought that? That's why I say it's small. Everybody knows each other. I forget where they had the Bovan guy, the Bovan guy, my child. Only one, okay. One of Gray says, hell no. Wonder if Govan is involved. The real Nola D says, wonder if Govan is involved. I don't know. I would hate to believe that Govan is involved, knowing the type of what he's looking at, not unless he's trying to get the death penalty. Y'all think he crazy like that? Lord Jesus. I don't know. I don't know if he's involved or not. Rest in peace, Young Dog says, y'all know that was Grip Daddy. Oh my God. I didn't know that. Oh wow. Oh wow. Mm. Mm. Oh wow. Ronald Gray says, I said that last night, beautiful. Really, I didn't see that. If um mm, Tams, what do you think about the video with the dude in the white skull mask on talking about Juke and Gotti? I watched that video. I hadn't seen it. Um, yep, they all been watching you. You talk of the town. You made them clarify some things. Yeah. You know what? I would have gladly, did another video, but they were so disrespectful. Because if they say, hey, this ain't what it is, okay. Especially, with the family coming into the chat, or they say they was a family, but they were so disrespectful. I ain't even worry about it. Because I can't let nobody set my blood pressure up here. I've been watching my damn blood pressure. So I said, damn it. I ain't cussing out or nothing. I ain't even cussing back out. Who done it says, I think he's crazy. Because as you all know, I have not one time been disrespectful. I've been very I've expressed my empathy and my sympathy for your goddess mother. Um, as I said, it bothered me to see a mother kneel down over her child like that. You know, I'm a mom. And so as mothers, we always want to protect, as parents, mothers and fathers too. We always want to protect our children. And you know, because I felt that feeling of desperation when something is going on with your child, especially something that seriously, and you're seeing your child laying out there, and you kneel down over him, and it ain't nothing you could do about it, right? I wouldn't want to see any mother in that position. You want to help your child, and there's nothing that you can do but just kneel over him. And so, as a mother, as a Black woman, that myself bothered me. And that's why I've always been able to also identify with Mia J, with Young Dolph's parents, because as I had spoken about, one of my cousins is April. She's really related to Key Glock, okay? But they've always been around that family. And so she was showing me a video of Young Dolph's father, and he was just like, he was the life of the party. This was probably about last year, dancing and stuff. And I think that Young Dolph's father has been extremely strong, because we all know, like everybody knows, that Young Dolph's father has been battling with an ailment, and it's a serious ailment, right? And seeing how his weight and stuff fluctuates and all of that, and I know it has to bother him also when you turn on the internet and you see pictures of your son's hand and video of your son's arm dangling out of a window, right? um Knowing that people somehow got pictures, or got video of your son being gunned down, right? Because that's been out there, knowing that. So I mean, as a parent, I'm a damn human being before I'm anything. So regardless to how I felt about some stuff that was not right, I'm not gonna go and wish the same thing upon them. I wouldn't. Big Juke's mother has never done anything to me. His children has never done anything to me. So I would never celebrate that because Big Jook is gone on now. So his family is left behind to feel that pain. So why would I get on my vlog and speak illy of that? Make fun of that. That would be evil on my part. I wasn't raised like that. So, when I had gotten word about Privé, somebody told me that actually deals with them that it was closing. I said, oh wow. And so I wouldn't have, and I was like, well, that might be a good idea, you know, based on what it's looking like happen. And wasn't me wishing anything bad on them because I have a black business of my own. So I was out there on a case and I rolled by there. Hell, it was night. And I saw a sign in the on the property. And I said, well, it looks like a for sale sign. It was dark. I had been on a surveillance all day. So I said, it looks like a for sale sign. I pulled in. I was like, okay, well, it looks like a for sale sign. So then I had to go back out on the same case the next day. It was during the daytime. I went past there. I had to drive past there because my case was out that way. And when I saw it, it says space for rent. I said, okay, but it was on their property. And so, I've heard some more stuff about that, but then they started coming into my chat. They say they was the family. Okay. They started coming into my chat and they were so disrespectful. All they had to say was, we're gonna open back up. Because she told me, she was his first cousin and who her mama and stuff was, and then some more started coming in. Some more people started coming. They started trolling me. I have to keep my blood pressure down because y'all know I normally would blow a fuse, right? I said I'm not gonna even do another video on it because see, that's why when somebody asked me about it last night, I said they said they're gonna open back up. Go support them. Okay, go on, go support them. Because it's the most stuff I could have said, but I'm not gonna say it. If they say they're gonna open back up and stay open, hey, I want them to do that. I don't have no issues. I don't have nothing against that restaurant. Okay. But the reason I didn't do a video, because I even recorded it. When I went back, I said, oh, it says but it's on their property. Space available. It ain't sitting on the other properties, it's sitting on their property, but okay, whatever. Hey, they gonna open it back up. Good. But they were so disrespectful. I didn't even worry about it. And I mean, it was disrespectful to the 10th power. Hell, I had to just got my I already had been mad at something else. I was getting my pressure down. I wasn't getting ready to let them give me a stroke by cussing them out. I just didn't deal with it. And of course, blocked them. Okay. Anyways. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Yeah, I've been looking at my pressure. I used to have my pressure used to be perfect. I was like, dog, I'm, losing because my weight fluctuates. And even in the wintertime, I've been getting up doing my dances and stuff. And I said, shit, I'm about to get fine again. So when I get mad, when I get mad, that's the issue. When I get mad, I get real mad. And it sends my pressure straight up. I wasn't gonna let them send my pressure up. And I mean, they was real disrespectful. They was telling me who they was, and I'm his first cousin, and this, and that, and this is my, but you know, yeah. Oh, I ain't gonna think about that because I get mad. I mean, back to back to back to back to back, different ones. And it's funny because I was thinking about today that somebody had came into my chat with a certain name, and I went and I looked at it because I blocked her that night. And then somebody called me today with that same name. Call my phone. These folks better find them something better, safe to play with. I'm not saying it was them. I'm just saying these just go on. I'm serious. Y'all put make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all run the likes up. So that's the reason why, like I said, if they're opening Privé back up, they said they're opening it back up. Y'all go support Privé. Okay. Go support it. Ronald says, make you a fruit drink in a blender, chop up garlic in the drink. Okay. Make a fruit drink in the blender, chop up. Okay. But that's why I say there has to be some order, y'all, in our community. It has to be order. Because we're completely out of order. We don't know how to respect each other. When there's a disagreement, and I think we're all guilty of it, because even with me, I'm having to train myself. Like they've done so much stuff on here. These men become obsessed with you, and then they go solicit a bunch of damn women that's on medications to help them um to help them harass you. It makes my guards go up. So that's the reason why sometimes my guards will go up when I see people coming to my chat, and we're typing and they might not even mean no harm. But if it looks funny, my guards will go up and I might snap off, and I have to think about that. Wait a minute. They might not mean no harm. And so that's why I say it's got to be some order. We got to learn to respect each other, because if you have an issue with something someone has done to you, if that person is a reasonable person, and I think I'm a very reasonable person, because I have other things going on for myself outside of here. And child, even one of them came in here and said, "You show is working hard to fill up that candy jar in your office. You damn right." Because I give my clients the best damn candy. We put potato chips and alkaline water up in there now. And because that one person, I believe that was a troll, they so obsessed with me, they run them views up so bad. We put wine in the refrigerator now. So when the clients walk up in there, we give them wine and everything. They spend all types of damn money. Bitch, go get you some, hoe. Since you watching me like that. And I don't even mention that much. It goes to show, Lord forgive me, to the new people coming in here. Okay, that's why I say I have to control myself. Cause see, I don't think that particular person. I don't think, or it could have been that was them. That was somebody that I think was violated. Um, Ronald Gray says, "I'm coming on, love, Paula. I'll make it." Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. It's a darn shame. Like when I start getting people. I'm telling y'all, I be trying not. I be trying to be good. I'm serious. I be trying to be good. But these people are they're ridiculous, and you got a bunch of old rusty women, okay, because they're bitter and stuff. I cuss people out. When I cuss them out, it's because they do something to me. I don't cuss them out because I'm bitter. I'm too blessed to be bitter. Okay. But it's a darn shame. That's why I say there has to be order. That's what I talk about with women. I mean, we're supposed to be the models. It's a lot of women now. They don't possess no type of class. Ain't got no type of class about themselves. No, I mean, just pathetic with the way that they act, with the way that they talk, with the way that they carry themselves. They're easily sent out. No real woman lets nobody just send them out. Come and follow me. And they start looking at another woman because they're jealous and they try and do everything that they can to try and tear them down because of their jealousy. I think that energy that people put into trying to tear down other people and ruining their lives, having the FBI all up in their business because they want somebody that just came out the damn sewer approval that ain't got nothing to lose. Okay. They could take that energy and work on themselves and their mental health. Some of these folks is off of their meds, okay, and they need to go and get on them. So that's why I say there has to be order instead of watching us as people, watching people around us. That's why I don't have a lot of people around me. And I call myself getting on here so we can encourage each other. That's right, Fat Packs. I call myself getting on here so we can encourage each other. I'm like, I'm okay, especially when you're building stuff, like I'm working on myself. It's okay to say and be transparent. I'm not phony. We work on ourselves. We build, and we get on here. I get on here so that I can try and be a light and a vessel to listen. I represent women that are not perfect, right? And I'm able to get the attention of quite a few people, and we get on here and we talk and we help each other. I try to put news out as correctly as I can put it out. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I mean, even about 99.9% of what I put out is right, if not 100%. I might miss 0.1%. Even when the folks try to say it ain't right, I let them have it because I already be knowing. But I'm just not a dogmatic person. If you say that ain't what it is, I'm gonna let you have it because you got a reason to say that. So I'm not gonna perpetuate that. I don't know what people be having going on, and I ain't trying to be the reason because I already be, I'm not trying to be the reason that something happens to a person. So I just fall back up off of it. It's a lot of stuff that I could say, okay? It's a lot of stuff that I could say that I just don't say. And so that's why sometimes when I be looking at these folks putting all of this stuff into the atmosphere, I already know why they're doing it, and they wrong. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. I ain't got no type of conscience about nothing. Just evil. It ought to be something that people won't do for some money. These folks doing anything for some money. So that's why I say with these women, the reason I say it has to be order. But anytime you have women that sell they damn ass for $40, these folks will do anything, right? And so when I say there has to be order and women are the models and women got to start back having class and exuding some type of grace so that their daughters can see that you got folks that'll sell themselves for some Jack Purtle's chicken, as I always say. They selling ass for Jack Purtle's chicken. Okay, and you better not put no gravy on the French fries. They giving you the whole red light special, but it's because they ain't been taught no better, y'all. They ain't been taught no better. Okay, there's no type of foundations and stuff being built in our communities. Thank you for being a member for 7 months, Paula. No types of foundations, right? You have to want to do better. It's something you have to want. Everybody wants something, but they don't want to do nothing to get it other than sell some ass. And that's the truth. And so that's why I say it's gonna have to be us older women. Okay, because they be talking about me because I got on here and I gave my testimony and stuff. I call myself, being transparent, right? Letting people know that it's okay to work on yourself because I'm not perfect. And because people are so insecure with themselves, they watch people. I've never in my life seen anything like this before. People watch people and dissect people so that, especially their minds, this is how sick the human mind can be. Their minds are so sick, they'll zone in on a person and say, it's something about this person that I'm obsessed with. And then they'll try to dissect you, try to find anything about you, right? So that they can use it against you, so that they can attack you later, rather than taking that energy and putting it into trying to make themselves better. I think the time that people spend in clubhouse or house with the feds watching them, and they spend in closed door rooms or in meetings and stuff plotting against hurting other people. I think they could be putting that energy into building up their own empires. And that is what is wrong with our community. That is what is wrong with our community. I always talk about how, everybody comes into the Black community and hijacks the Black community, right? With the nail shops. And I saw this Black guy. This has been probably about 20 years ago. He tried to have it was on Brooks Road in the Whitehaven area. He tried to have a beauty supply store. He was trying to do it, but it did not last no longer than maybe 6 months or a year. You know why? Because his prices were a little high, but that's because Black people don't come together, right? And say, well, listen, we want to start owning, beauty supply stores. I want to own one. You want to get one? We'll come together and we'll buy stuff in bulks. We'll buy it in bulks. Instead, they say, well, the Asians won't let us own no beauty supply store. Why not? Because they cornered the market. So what's the answer to that? Nothing. We just got to get in our place and let them do it. No, the answer is don't go up in their stores. Right. Okay. And I'm not trying to be mean, but that's how you do it. If somebody don't want, thank you, Paula, for the $20 super sticker. If you claim that Blacks are being xed out or blacked out as it relates to owning anything in any market, we're the number one consumers in the country. What we do is we don't buy their stuff. We don't give them no business. They can't stay open without it. Right? But we don't do that. We only conform, right? But we start trying to think about destroying. The truth of the matter is, Blacks, I think a lot of Blacks don't want to see other Black people own no beauty supply businesses. Okay? And so that's why I say it has to be order. Yes, I understand, like with Black, there are Black girls and stuff that do nails and toes and stuff, and I be trying my best. I be wanting to support them. Okay, because I had a cousin that was doing nails, and I did all I could to support her. But I'm not gonna walk up and people need to get like business consultants. I'm not gonna walk up into somebody's shop and get my nails done, and then they turn their damn nose up and say, "Well, I ain't doing no toes, $85." You out your damn mind? You want me to pay you $85 for my nails and you don't do no toes? When the Asians are probably doing nails and toes for $85, you got to be competitive. I don't do no toes. So that's why I say it has to be order within our community, y'all. It has to be some order within our community. We're gonna have to start having a different mindset, because everybody takes advantage of the Black community. Everybody takes advantage of the Black community. Okay. It is hard to patronize our people sometimes, Shan, but I can remember a time until they started getting they a little bit better now. When you walk into the Asian shops, at the beauty supply store, they follow you around. They let you know, I think you're gonna steal my stuff. They weren't even they've gotten a little better because they got cameras everywhere now. So they don't have to follow behind you. They can just click the camera on every aisle without you knowing. But remember the times that they used to follow us in their store, and we was making them rich, and they was letting us know, we don't trust y'all. We don't even like you. We just want your money. And so that's why I say there has to be some unity, because like our community, we hold things when we do things, we hold it against us. You know what I mean? But we can't stay out of the Asian stores. We can't. We can't stay out of there. We are very forgiving of other communities, right? It's almost expected for us to be very forgiving, right? But we're very unforgiving of ourselves. And I think it's got a lot to do with, because we hate what we see when we look in the mirror, right? Because we've been taught not to trust each other, to hurt each other and all of that stuff. And so I hear people say, well, that's the slave mentality. And I know we all use that. But when I get to thinking about the slaves, because I love to read about the history, I eat and feast on history. I love to read about Harriet Tubman and all of them. It's something that's very intriguing. But when you start reading those old books and stuff, because Harriet Tubman wrote 2 books while she was still alive, people wouldn't believe it. I was tickled pink. And when you start reading stuff in their own words, those slaves and stuff, they were in survival mode. They did a lot of what they did because they had to do it, because they were in survival mode. They didn't have a choice. We have a choice. We just choose to hate on each other, right? We choose to hate on each other. My money spent everywhere. Your money is your power. Absolutely. Hey, pretty brown eyes. So that's why I say we got to stop blaming other communities. Folks always want to blame the white man. It's the white man's fault. Why is the white man's fault? It's the white man's fault that I went up in that house and killed all them people's. Because the Europeans, they when they want to get technical, when they want to get they get all educated. The Europeans got us like this. So the Europeans made you? Yeah, the white man, the Europeans. That's the reason why I went up in that house and killed them women and them kids and everybody in there. Because the Europeans got us like this. Y'all people need some help. And I'm serious. Our people need some help. There has to be some order. I'm talking about mentally. There has to be some order in our community. I never thought I would live to see the day. I grew up around strong men. Okay, I did. I grew up around strong men. I'm talking about like my dad, and I'm talking about guys that came. I grew up in South Memphis, so I was around street guys, grew up around them, but they had a different mentality. Their goal was not to try to get over on women. Now I don't know what is going on. That's why I say men are gonna have to get into their sons' lives. First of all, they're gonna have to get their minds right and then get into their sons' lives. Because I even see these old ass niggas now in their 40s and 50s and 30s and stuff to my, yeah, I want to come up off of a bitch. Oh, I hate to hear men say that I'm gonna come up off of a bitch. Y'all, what kind of world do we live in? And that's the reason why I always say a lot of these men are not as blessed as they should be or could be, right? Because they feel like that their goal is to mistreat, use, and come up off of black women. And I done told y'all that the woman is the blessing. Okay. And that's the reason why a lot of them can't catch a break, because they mistreating their I'm talking about when God sends them a real blessing, not some whore that they have decided to fall in love with based on whatever it is she's doing to them in bed. That's his own weak fault. I'm talking about a real blessing, a virtuous woman they want to mess over and use. Okay. Antonio says the young men get their behavior from older men. Yeah, they get their behavior from older men. And that's the reason why I have an issue with these OGs when they go and solicit these young boys and send them out to do hits and stuff. When we was growing up, the OGs didn't do that. They didn't. They didn't do that a whole lot. I don't understand why these OGs they're complacent with messing somebody's child's life up. Nigga, you 39, 40 years old and you going to get somebody 17, 18 years old dangling money. You already know they're in the hood. You looking at the house, you looking at, you know how their circumstances are. Their mama probably in a single parent household. Mama ain't got nothing. So instead of helping him for real, you dangle money in his face to get him either to for him to go do a hit, and it's gonna ultimately get him his life messed over. You're gonna get him put in jail for life, or you're gonna get him killed. Okay, from retaliation, because that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, when I was growing up, men didn't wear no damn pink, and I don't mean no harm. And to each his own, but I don't deal with men that wear pink. I don't. That's not a. When we was growing up, men didn't wear pink. To each his own. I know we evolved, but I'm telling you about me. I don't date men that wear pink. If he got a fetish for pink, I don't want him because it's something ain't normal about it. I like men that wear dark, like blues and blacks and stuff like that. You know, some little reds, some not all red, because men didn't wear a lot of red. They mixed it with something black or something. I don't date men that wear pink. I don't date men that's always going to get their nails and stuff done. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all something. Most men, if he got a woman, she gonna cut his toenails and stuff. I used to do that with my boyfriends. I cut they ain't, what they gonna go to the damn nail shop for? I cut their damn toenails for them. If they were my boyfriends, but now you have men that want to constantly go get their nails and stuff done. I did their nails, clipped them and stuff. But they wants to sit at the bowl and they want to have the spa experience. Oh, child. I don't know what's going on in this world today. When I be sitting at the nail shop, I go to the nail shop every 2 weeks. When I be sitting at the nail shop, I be seeing, girls and stuff come in. A lot of times they have their boyfriends with them. I guess it's okay. But I be looking at how their boyfriends' eyes and stuff be lighting up. They be asking, baby, what color you gonna get? They eyes be lighting up. Men now, they get black. They get black fingernail polish. I mean, I didn't know men do that. I mean, they be getting black fingernail polish. Mm, I to each his own. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe for me. But y'all, there has to be order. And people are mad about CJ Davis. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna say this because I haven't with that juke situation. I think with that situation, the police is already has already been on to a trail. But that's out of town, outside of Memphis, like down in Houston somewhere, I do believe. But I was ready to talk about Chief David, but with that juke situation, I was ready to say, let the police do their job and don't get people killed. Don't go and create, fake pages and stuff and fake people to try to act like that they was involved in taking out, or that their gang and stuff was involved in taking out somebody. Stop playing with people's lives like that. People are absolutely sick. I've been seeing all types of stuff on this app. And that's the reason why I say, Young Dolph's artist, Key Glock, it is something. I don't know what it's got to be, because they so jealous of him. They're so jealous of that young man that it's ridiculous. You got a bunch of old, rusty, crusty, funky balls. Ooh, wrinkled up balls, Negroes, jealous of a young man that's 15, 20 years younger than them, when they ought to be proud that he ain't out in the street somewhere and he doing great things. Instead, they jealous of him, trying to create an atmosphere for him to be killed. They ain't gonna help their miserable lives none. Okay. NK, are you a troll? Because that's you've been spamming my chat talking about how to handle the darker ones. You know how to handle the darker ones. What are you talking about? Now I let you make it the first couple times. What are you talking about? You know how to handle the darker ones. What? What are you talking about? And that picture looks fake. Look, don't make me cut you out now. Go on. Go on now. Go on. Go on. We doing good in here tonight. Go on. Go on with your life now. Go on. Ronald Gray says those people will use her for their purposes. Shan says, I'll be mad too if I was ugly. But I was going to say this about Chief Davis, because people was talking about Chief Davis and what the city. I did a video about that, what the city council was doing. I think I told you all that Chief Davis is not going to wasn't going nowhere, and even if she do, that's right. And even if she do go somewhere, I mean, she's leaving with her, she's got a contract. They got to pay her out of her contracts and all of that good stuff. They got to, I believe they got to pay for, they paying for a housing now. So, but rather they keep Chief Davis or not, let me say this. Rather they keep Chief Davis or not, ain't nothing gonna change in our community until we clean up inside of our houses. These children, these folk, these young adults that are out here committing all these crimes come from out of our houses. We're gonna have to deal with our children, right? We're gonna have to deal with our children. And once we start dealing with our children, okay, we'll start to see the crime decline. That's the reason why I'm like, do people really see? You see a lot of people talking about, oh, I'm so glad they enforcing the curfew. Now they're gonna make my son or make my daughter come in the house. They can't hang out all night. Some of them don't even know where their children be. How you gonna have minors and you don't even know where your kids are? So that's why I say it has to be order, and men are gonna have to start back, stepping up in the households, right? They're going to have to start stepping up in the households, making good decisions, being the heads of their households, and raising their children and setting good examples for their kids, right? Setting good examples for their children. A woman that would do her man feet, I need. Oh, please. That's been happening. I've been saying that men don't really go get their toes and stuff done. They need their toes clipped. They tell they ask their woman to do it. Baby, clip my toes for me. Clip my toenails for me. They always get their women to do it. Always. That has always happened. New to you says I'm not cutting my man feet. She said she's not cutting her man toenails. I mean, if they brown and rusty and stuff, I don't think I would touch them because I'd be scared. I'd be scared to touch them. Y'all hit the like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm sweating your best friend like the IR. That's the reason why we don't see you that much anymore, Cypress, because you've been trying to get my best friend. Cypress, you from out of North Memphis. I don't know how you gonna handle being up in South Memphis because she in the heart of South Memphis. No, I've never seen that. And my mom ain't never cut my daddy toenails in 41 years. They've been married. Really? Oh wow. My aunts, my grandmother, I mean, a lot of the women in my family, they would do because most men don't know how to, it's just, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I did it for the boyfriends that I liked. Did you see? Now you talking about scrubbing their feet and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do that. Clipping somebody's toenails and their nails and stuff. That's different. Did you see the two 17-year-old boys here in Houston shot and killed a man over some potato chips? Both the victim and the boys don't make any sense. Oh wow. I do a lot of things around here, but I have never cut his toenails. Oh wow. Lucille says she ain't touching no man's feet. You have to clip their toenails, Lucille, when they get out the tub. They step out the shower, not no dirty feet. That's if they ask you to do it. If they ask you to. I never volunteered. I mean, he asked me, baby, we cut my toenails for me. Okay. Fat Pack says side of my big toe have hus. Wife gets that off. Now fat packs, I ain't scrubbing no hus off. I don't mean no harm. I ain't gonna do that. My dad cut his own toenails and don't believe in men getting pedicures. Right. I don't believe in men getting pedicures either. It's just something weird about men always sitting up at the nail shop. I don't know. That's just me. It's just something weird about it. Your ass would be a ward of the state when I lock my doors. And can't no man get in the bed with me unless I bathe them. I like taking showers with I love taking showers with my boyfriends too. Y'all hit the like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe, please. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You guys, make sure you hit the notification. When you go to the notifications, make sure your notifications is on all, right? Because some people say that they don't get the notifications, and that's because it is on personalized. Make sure it is on all. Cypress says yes, they let one of the boys go. Look it up. Happened over the weekend. No men don't respect your hair in the shower. No men don't respect your hair in the shower. Hey, Faith. How are you? Hey, Cecilia. Miss T, many women don't do that. It's just that rare. Wow. I'm shocked. I thought that a lot. I'm shocked. I'd rather do it. I just don't like it when I don't think men should be running out. Oh, I gotta go get my nails and toes done. It's something weird about that to me. Lucille says she gotta scrub them down. She likes to scrub her boyfriends down. I always took showers and stuff with my boyfriends. Always. Hey, Diane. Um, is you diabetic? Why can't you cut your toenails? I don't know if I date a man that's diabetic, he would have to cut his own toenails because I would be afraid that I might nick him or something. Hold on, y'all. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. Um, I'm sitting here on my computer and I get a notification saying just right then, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your computer? Y'all, it's sad to be stalked. It is. It's sad to be stalked. It is. It's sad to be stalked when people consistently wanting to try and hack into your. I said no. When people are consistently want to try to hack into your stuff, and it's these vloggers. It's some of these vloggers that are hiring hackers. I had a girl call me today, and she was one of the ones that would have been playing on typing in my chat. The bitch forgot to change her name. But I'm gonna say this, and they better listen real carefully to me. I've been documenting what these vloggers and their people have been doing for a reason. I'm gonna say this to you, ho. If you let that motherfucker send you out in any way to come near me, I'm gonna take you out because you are a threat to my life. So you better think well. I'm gonna take you up out of here. Do not play with me. You let that crackhead, meth head motherfucker, or whatever sector you in, you motherfuckers constantly doing this. If they send you out, because see, I'm letting the FBI, when you call, talking about the FBI said they gonna do this, bitch, I already know y'all call yourselves playing. Y'all got a case open. And they consistently trying to hack into my stuff because these men on here are obsessed and these women jealous and hating. But if you let them send you out, anybody else come near me, I'm gonna take you out. I'm telling you, you are a threat to my life. It's documented what y'all doing. I'm gonna kill you, and I promise you. I have a right to defend myself and take down anybody that is a threat to my person. And when people are obsessed with me, you are a threat to me. I fear for my life. But anyways, y'all, let me get off of here. Cypress, you might want to come on tonight, but they done got these folks crazy as hell. Listen, I'm not gonna let them run my blood pressure up. I'm just gonna get off because I got something else to do anyways. I got a report. I got another report to do. I love you too, Faith. I got another report to do. Okay. But anyways, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. Turn on all of your notifications so that you can get your notifications when I come on. See, they thought they was going to get me mad tonight. But we got my settings where I can see, and like I said, I thought that when people used to come into the police department, and they was talking about people were hacking their phones and hacking into their computers. I used to be sniggling at them. I'd be working the front desk a lot of times. I was working overtime, taking their reports and stuff. I'd be thinking they were paranoid and something was wrong with them. But I see now people are really just that crazy. We got one on here that he is obsessed with me. It's more than him though. Okay, but he's gonna be in jail real soon. Okay. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Dennis, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. I do love you guys very much. You guys are absolutely awesome. You make this channel what it is, okay? I appreciate you guys stopping in. Make sure you pray when you get off of here. Have a good night and be safe going to work tomorrow. I love you guys. I'll speak with you later.